Now, people only ever want three things, but one of those three things seems to be so lucrative, so in demand, that people are constantly seeking it. And the topic is control. In this video, we'll be discussing control in all the aspects. What is control? Why do you feel out of control? And how to get back into control. See, because control can be a very good thing. Control can be freedom. Autonomy over yourself. If you have control over yourself, your body, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, that is freedom. That is autonomy. And that is a good thing. Nearly anyone can agree that having control over yourself and not taking control of anyone else is a great thing to have. But oftentimes, we associate control with something negative. Oftentimes when we think about control, we think of it in a bad light, as controlling someone else, controlling something else. In fact, people will look for anything to control. They may control their partner, their spouse, they may control their children. They may simply just have a houseplant, so they have something to have control of. But the truth is, seeking control is a fallacy, because you are always in control. With or without your conscious awareness, you are always in control of your breath. And if you want to seek more control, just put that awareness on the breath. And the more you change the breath, the more you can alter your nervous system, your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You are always in control of your body. How do people that feel down react with their body? They may be slumped over, they may be looking down. You can tell when someone's feeling bad because of their physical expressions. And yet, what about people who are confident? They stand up tall, maybe have their hands on their hips, shoulders and chest out. And the funny thing is, if you do that, even when you're not feeling confident, within just a few minutes, you will raise those feelings of confidence because the body is acting one way and your mind will follow. And whether you choose to accept this or not, you are always in control of your perspective, of the way you view life. Because you can easily view life as something evil, horrible, wrong, terrible things are happening to everyone, or you can view life as something beautiful, filled with opportunities, and you don't let those bad things stop you. You are always in control of the narrative that you live by, of the stories you tell yourself and about life in general. These are things you are always in control of. And yet when we're not aware of it, when we're not aware of our internal control, we may seek external control. People who are not aware of their control over their own thoughts, feelings, and actions will seek to control the external reality. And how do they do this? Well, they may start with imposition. People love to impose their reality upon others, like disagreeing with someone else's lifestyle and expressing those arguments, those disagreements, those feelings that their life isn't as good as your life. Telling people that they should be a certain way. They should think, feel, and act the way you think, feel, and act, because that is the one true way to be. People will often try to impose their viewpoint of reality, their narrative, on the entire world, through commands and demands, through legislation, and if any of that doesn't work, then they'll resort to the next form of control of their external environment, which is force. There are all sorts of passive-aggressive little forms of forcing your reality upon others, like listening to music real loud and making all your neighbors have to listen to it as well, like cutting people off in traffic because you went the wrong way and now that's not your favorite way to go. You'd rather cut people off in traffic so you can go your favorite way to get to your destination. Like talking in a movie theater because it doesn't matter what anyone else wants to watch. You want to tell that person next to you something. People find all sorts of little forms of force within their reality. But typically, they're not trying to. They're simply just inconsiderate. They're not considering other people's realities. And yet, what if they're seeking that control? What if they're looking for control through force? Well, people will yell. They'll scream at each other. They'll take up the sound waves with their voice. They're causing force within their voice to affect others. They'll slam doors because they have the force over that door, over that room. They have the control. They'll throw things, throw drinks, slam vases. I'm sure you've seen it all on all of these TLC shows. When people feel out of control and their imposition didn't work, telling the other person how they should think, feel, and act didn't work, they will resort with force, with minor aggression, slamming things, breaking things, yelling. And oftentimes, that doesn't work either. And so they will seek control through the lowest form of control. The lowest form of controlling their external reality is avoidance. People will avoid their problems if they feel they don't have control over it. They will ignore issues, ignore their debt, ignore their house falling apart, ignore their job crumbling from underneath them, ignore their problems in their relationship. They will avoid everything they feel out of control of. And the lowest form of avoidant control is the desires, the thoughts, and the feelings of unaliving yourself. Because it's not that they don't want to be alive. It's simply the fact that they feel so out of control of everything around them that the one thing they have control of is the fact of if they're alive at all. And yet when you give someone like that control, freedom over their selves, over their body, over their thoughts, feelings, and actions, over their environments, they no longer have those desires. Because what they are seeking is control. Because control is one of only 3 things that humans purely desire. But you can't control other people. The only thing you have control of is yourself. And if you don't know how to get there, start with the breath. Move on to the body, and then you can learn to shift your perspective, shift your narrative, shift your viewpoints, thoughts, feelings, and actions towards life in general. Because you may quickly find that the game of controlling the world through imposition, through force, through avoidance, is futile. It doesn't work, no matter how many times you've tried. That's why you keep spiraling in the same circle. Rather, elevate yourself up through control over the self. But what's one more thing you have control of? Well, you have control of how far this video spreads. You have control of how successful I am, how successful I become, and how much I can give back to you. And how do you have that control? Well, you can comment on this video. Comment anything you'd like. Comment your favorite letter, your favorite number, your favorite emoji. Comment anything you thought was interesting in this video, anything you disagree with in this video. Comment anything at all. Why? Well, because it helps with the algorithm. It helps spread this video. The more this video spreads, the better I will do. The better I will do, the more I can give back to you, because you know I love giving back. Like these videos, these blogs, these free courses, the in-person events, they're all free because I love giving back. And I'm only able to give back because things do well. So if you'd like to create that sense of control that you have over me, you might as well comment. Take our money back
from the YouTube overlords.
And comment anything you'd like. Also, please like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, turn on notifications, all those good things. We're doing this together.